death. Can't help but get a little bit sentimental when I hear the song, All Glory, Laud, and Honor. And as my young brother can attest, who's here with me, as little kids growing up at Zion Lutheran Church in Litchfield, Minnesota, we put on our cherub choir robes, walked in the church with our palm branches to the sound of the song, All Glory, Laud, and Honor to you, Redeemer King, on whom the lips of children in sweet hosannas sing. It's a good memory. Palm Sunday is an interesting day. In many ways, it's kind of bittersweet. We know the sweet part. The sweet part is the exaltation. The sweet part is the joy and the triumphal entry of Jesus. The bitter part is knowing it was short-lived. Knowing that in 5 days, the tides would change dramatically. And there are the little things that I reflect upon in this passage that I think are worth noting. And some of you probably don't know this, that Jesus was a really good cowboy. And here's the reason why I say he's a really good cowboy. Have any of you ever ridden in the back of a donkey? Or taken it down a very steep embankment like the Mount of Olives? I mean, holy smokes. That's pretty remarkable in and of itself. But the thing that really wasn't remarkable was the fact that he rode triumphantly on the back of a donkey. Certainly there were people who knew the prophecy of Zechariah. Certainly there were people who were literate when it came to Scripture, knowing that the prophecies tell us that when the Messiah comes to Jerusalem, he'll be coming in the back of a donkey. Most of the people were illiterate. A vast majority of the people were tired of Roman oppression. And when they heard that the Messiah was coming to establish a kingdom on earth, their vision of what that would look like was significantly different than what they saw on Palm Sunday. I am sure that as people were laying their cloaks down on the ground and their palm branches, and as it says here, interestingly enough, in Mark's gospel, other branches, some people were asking the question, where are the horses? Where are the chariots? Where is the army? Are we not going to take Jerusalem over and reestablish God's kingdom on earth right here and now? And who is this man coming down on a donkey with 12 disciples by his side? Did Jesus fulfill their expectations? And I think in 5 days we'll find out where that crowd is. What's really interesting is when you read the Passion narrative and you read commentaries on the Passion narrative by some of our most learned biblical commentary writers, oftentimes you will stumble across a few theories as to what was going on during the week of the Passion. One of the theories is it's impossible that Palm Sunday happened on Sunday and Good Friday happened on Friday. And why is it impossible? Because a crowd can't possibly change its mind that fast. Now I say to my friends in the ivory towers of academia, open up a newspaper once in a while. Turn on your TV. A crowd can turn in 5 minutes, much less 5 days. And the whole notion that humanity is incapable of taking a dramatic turn for the worst is counterintuitive to my understanding of human nature, because they've seen it play itself out over and over and over again. You can be the most popular person on the planet, and in one fell swoop, you can become the least popular person in a moment's notice. And we see this dramatic shift in the people. Now, when Jesus was coming down the Mount of Olives, entering into Jerusalem, he had no illusions. He had no faith in the crowd. I am sure he was quite underwhelmed by what he saw. knowing fully well that indeed he did come to bring God's kingdom on earth. He did have an objective. He did have a plan. He did have a mission. And what we know now, these 2,000 plus years later, is that he was faithful to his plan. He fulfilled his mission. And he did do what God sent him to do, in spite of the fact that some of the crowd was disappointed because he did not measure up to their expectations. Indeed, not only did he bring God's kingdom on earth, but he exceeded that expectations by bringing salvation, not just to the people of Jerusalem, but to you and to me.